My name's Tony. My white Stag, all original, all the way from Ilford. I've always wanted one since I was a boy. The opportunity came up, had the money tucked away. One popped up on eBay, snapped it up. It's the spec I wanted, the colour, the interior, the original engine. Couldn't say no. It's the look and sound that does it. Driving, it drives like a normal car, but it's the sound, it's that exhaust note, you can't beat it. Fuel injection, it's on my bucket list. CV joints, wire wheels. Maybe one day when I'm a little older and I can't handle that heavy clutch, I'll get that Jaguar auto box. That's it, just keep the rest original. It's a very good community to be in. They're very helpful if you need parts or advice. Everyone jumps in.
So my name is Chicks. This is a 1971 Mark I Triumph Stag. It has a Ford 3-litre Essex V6 in it. That's how I bought it. It wasn't running, but I wanted a car that I could work on myself as a project and learn mechanics and electrics and everything. And it's been an absolute joy to work on it and get it running. And she's running pretty good now. The overdrive stopped working last week, but I'll fix that at some point. I'm a petrol head. I always loved American V8s. And I realised I couldn't afford one and it was a bit impractical and I didn't have anywhere to put it. So I started looking at British V8s and fell in love with the shape of this one. And although it's not got the V8, it's absolutely brilliant. But I started up a Facebook group specifically for modified and custom Stags because I felt every time someone asked a question about, how can I get a, work on my Rover V8 or what other engines can I put in it, there wasn't a very nice response to that because people like to keep it original and we just needed a space to talk about modifications and how best to do that. And there's enough original Stags around for us not to worry about it. But this is a great meet as well because there are so many modified Stags. I absolutely love it. So yeah, being slightly modified, you do get a little bit pushback from people saying, "Oh, that looks rubbish. Why have you?" Well, the funniest one was, "Why have you got a Tupperware box on your bonnet?" That was quite amusing. But most people, when you talk about it, they're really appreciative of like all the different changes and they want to know it. And you go to a stag meet like this and most people will be around the modified cars. They won't be looking at the originals, they'll be looking at the modified ones, so there you go. My favourite thing about my Stag is the engine. Absolutely love the engine. It is, can I show you? I've done most of the work that I've done on it has been on the engine and I'm really proud of it. It looks good, it sounds good, it's really reliable. This is my son's influence. I got these custom made and said, "What shall I have on it?" He's like, "Dad, there's only one thing you can have on there." So yeah, it's my pride and joy. It's never complete, it's never quite there. I did have a conversation with my wife. She said, "You haven't spent any money on it in a year." And I said, "Yeah, that's because it's running really sweet." But there's always stuff to do on it. And that's part of the joy, is like finding out what's wrong, finding out, fixing it, fixing stuff before it goes wrong. So yeah, it's all part of the journey.
My Stag, which has got back on the road after a 15-year absence, just in time for my daughter's wedding 2 years ago, is here at Tahiti Blue, and I've just had the engine redone at Stag Bay and it's now running beautifully. It's got a Phoenix tubular manifold, a sports exhaust underneath, which is why it sounds a bit louder. It's got the electronic ignition, fitted rear seat belts. But mainly any modifications I've done, I've tried to keep it on the invisible side, so it's like sensible modifications, because I wanted to try and keep it as original as possible. Anything ever happened to this, I would probably get an auto because of today's traffic. Just getting here today, a lot of clutch pumping, which we're not too used to. I don't use it as an everyday car. It's my toy, and I love it really. So We're getting more members coming along to meetings. Obviously with the cost of living crisis, it's hard running a classic car, and these do benefit from garage storage, which a lot of people aren't able to do now. But there are ways and means around it, and also the community is there to help anybody. If you're looking to buy a Stag, I would say the first thing is to join the club and come along to the meetings. There's been quite a few stories where people have thought it was best to actually buy a Stag and then come along to the meeting, and then they discover the mistakes they've made, which they might not have made if they come to the meeting first and got the free advice.
Out of all these Stags, this is one of the first ones that were around Southall and that. I bought it in 1991, had it refurbished it. By 94, 95 it was on the road. We changed the wheels and the interior, everything else is original on it. It's in our blood, you know what I mean? Back of the days, all the boys used to get together down the Broadway and that, cruise up and down, you know what I mean? It was a cultural thing, you know? All the Punjabi boys and that, you know, old school. There's a few I met today, you know, going back 35 years, you know what I mean? Brings back memories. Great to see everybody back out again and that, you know, it died down for a while. Back of the day, there was only about 15 of us, and we used to be always out and that, and then now slowly, look at it, you know what I mean? It's all built up, and it's good to see the new generation have taken the culture on as well. With all the social media and stuff and that, all the clubs getting together, and then uncles and like I've passed it on to my son now, the car, so he's taking out, he goes out with his friends, they're all interested in it. So slowly it's good to see it that the new generation are keeping the old culture going.
My name's Bobby Samra. I'm one of the organisers of the event here today. So yeah, I mean it's just absolutely amazing. We weren't expecting it to be this busy. It's just gone like mental. When you look, I mean, I would have been happy with half the cars here that turned up today, but it's just gone crazy. So thanks to everyone that's turned up. You know, you've really made a really good event. Well, there's been 3 of us that have been on it. So it's myself, Indy, my mate Jags, we've got Harjot, who's got an affiliation with the club, and we've got some other members that have helped out, Bob Dullywell, Jigs. So the whole team have really come together. So if we need any help, we can just reach out to the members, and everyone's sort of like, you know, dived in, you know, helped us with making banners and all sorts. So yeah, it's been like a real kind of collective effort. You know, there's been 3 of us, but really it's been a kind of like a club effort to kind of pull it all together. Well, the goal really is to kind of like just bring Stag owners together. I mean, I've had a Stag. This is my first Stag. Had it like 5 or 6 years, and you really need kind of like deep pockets really to own a Stags at some points. But more so, it's kind of like the help. I mean, they're probably not the easiest classic I find. I've got some other classics, but you know, with a Stag, you know, it's something new. I need some help. So when we're bringing all the members together, like on our group chat, you know, if anyone's stuck, it's like, guys, this isn't working on my car, you know, it's misfiring here, you know, they've got a problem with the exhaust or whatever. You know, there's always about 10 people that kind of like respond and say, look, you know, have a look here, or contact this person, or you need some parts, everyone's got some ideas. So it's kind of bringing the whole community together to kind of help each other out. Yeah, I mean, with Triumph Stags, there's always like the purist community, and they're great and they're fantastic. They want to keep the cars all original, but it's the younger generation now that want to get into, you know, get into that kind of Triumph Stag scene. But they want to put their own mark on their cars. You know, they want to modify them. You know, make it, you know, put their own mark on there. Like for example, this is mine. I mean, it's pretty much stock standard, like the engine-wise, gearbox, everything. I mean, it's really just the wheels. It's been slightly lowered with uprated suspension, but yeah, it's a younger generation. We need to kind of bring them in to kind of keep the Stag going.